Spiritual beings possess the power to influence the events of our daily lives because they are with us all the time. However, their actions never goes beyond the laws of nature.
What would you say about a chance meeting? He says, a woman goes to a filling station, a man approached her, and they exchanged numbers. And 4 years later, they became husband and wife. Are spiritual beings behind meetings or encounters or chance encounters?
Lucky for them, spiritual beings possess the power to influence the events of our daily lives because they are with us all the time. However, their actions never goes beyond the laws of nature. You talked about a brother man who approached a sister woman in a filling station, and 4 years later, they became husband and wife. A spiritual being must have suggested to the mind of the sister woman the idea of going to purchase fuel at that specific filling station because the spiritual being knows that she will come in contact with her future husband in that filling station. It was a spiritual being that suggested to the mind of the brother man too the idea of approaching the lady. Meanwhile, both of them might think that they are merely obeying their impulses, but in reality, it was spiritual beings that brought both of them together. The sister woman must have been praying fervently to meet her future husband, and her future husband must have equally be praying to come in contact with a sister woman he will eventually call his wife. And now spiritual beings have brought both of them together in a filling station. From the spiritual point of view, sincerely speaking, there is absolutely nothing like a chance meeting or a chance encounter. Spiritual beings are behind such meetings.
Wow. This person says a homeowner mounts a ladder to make some amendments. He says the ladder breaks and he falls down and dies. He said, is it spiritual beings that caused the ladder to break? He says, was the man destined to die in such a manner?
Spiritual beings did not tamper with the ladder. The ladder collapsed because maybe it was weak or partially rotten, or perhaps it was not strong enough to bear the weight of the brother man who died. It was the destiny of the landlord to be killed in this way. The spiritual beings around him suggested to his mind the idea of climbing the ladder, and his weight broke down the ladder and he died.
Wow. I feel like tearing up. This other question, this one is asking, this one says, it was raining cats and dogs, and a man ran and seeks refuge under a tree. He says suddenly he was killed by lightning.
It was raining heavily, and because of the rain, a brother man took shelter under a tree, and not long afterwards, lightning struck the tree and killed him. This is what might have happened. It was not because of him the lightning struck the tree. The lightning fell on the tree at that particular moment in accordance with the laws of nature. Whether that brother man was under the tree or not, the lightning would have still fallen on the tree at that particular moment. The brother man must have been destined to be killed by accident, and spiritual beings must have suggested to his mind the idea of taking shelter under a tree that was about to be struck by lightning.
Wow. This one says, a man was shot, but he was so lucky the bullet which passed close to him did not touch him. Okay. He narrowly escaped being killed. And then he says, what do you think really happened?
The brother man was not destined to be killed by a gun. That was why he survived. A spiritual being must have suggested to his mind the idea of moving away from the path the bullet was coming from. Or perhaps a spiritual being might have slightly blurred the eyes of the shooter, and that was what prevented him from accurately aiming at his target.